YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Nah, hold up, you guys. Wait just a goddamn second. Did we just fall victim of great marketing? Or is this clout chasing 101? Now you guys know how I rock on this channel. I don't care who you are. If something feels off and weird, we're gonna talk about it. A couple weeks ago, when Pusha T started his rollouts for the Clips album coming out next month, he did an interview with GQ that went viral. Pusha T revealed in the interview that UMG dropped him all because he refused to take off a Kendrick Lamar feature. He said in that GQ interview, they wanted me to ask Kendrick to censor his verse, which of course I was never doing. And then they wanted me to take the record off. And so, after a month of not doing it, the lawyer over there was like, we'll just drop the clips. Now, a couple weeks ago, we never really knew what Kendrick said that made UMG ask Pusha T to drop the verse. People assumed it had something to do with Drake, and you guys know Drake has a lawsuit against UMG in court right now. So, people felt like UMG did not want any more smoke, any more reason for Drake to add more stuff to the lawsuit. And Pusha T was smart enough not to reveal the exact reason in that GQ interview. He wanted people to go crazy with all the possible speculations, which it kinda did. It went viral. Well, fast forward to today, Pusha T did an interview with the New York Times podcast, and he finally reveals what the Kendrick Lamar line was. And you guys would not believe this. It had nothing to do with Drake.
Fast forward, yeah.
Drake and Kendrick do their thing.
Boom.
Drake files a lawsuit.
Boom.
You play them your new song with a Kendrick verse on it.
Boom.
How do they react?
Now, mind you, the energy up to that point is everybody's clamoring, oh, new album's coming, so on and so forth. Excitement. Everybody's ready. Listen, we 10 songs, 11 songs, 12 songs away. I mean, you know, close. We show up with the Kendrick verse. And everything's halted. It's halted. It's said that it will not be put out. They just didn't want to put it out. They would not speak via email.
They would not anything in writing.
Yeah, the label would not send emails.
Nothing in writing.
Nothing in writing to my management. They would call my management, 10 times in a row, trying to get all of this, trying to, just plead their case. Mm-hmm. Now, there was nothing even to be, they didn't like the optic. In my opinion, they didn't like the optics
of two Drake foes teaming up.
Right.
Yeah. Did there a line they pinpointed?
Censor? They pinpointed a line where the phrase "trump card" was used. Mm-hmm. Right. So stupid. Mm-hmm. Like it's like the phrase "trump card" was used, and they said that they didn't want any problem with Trump. Or something like that as well.
Unrelated to...
unrelated.
Totally
even unrelated. Yeah, totally unrelated.
Just a Trump...
Yeah.
A Trump.
Yeah.
So you felt like they were looking for something...
Of course. They were looking for...
To halt the optics.
1,000%. That's my opinion. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
And how did you guys take that? They said either censor this verse, take him off, or what?
Well, we ignored it because it was so crazy to us. We're like, nah, this can't be real. This can't be real. So we ignored it. And then one day, I believe it was Steve Gawley made the call.
A lawyer
at UMG and was like, hey, look, I'm not stupid, guys. You guys aren't stupid. You guys aren't, changing anything. We'll drop the clips. Pusha has to stay. And
as a solo artist.
We'll just have to move on. But that doesn't work.
Sure.
Right? That doesn't work. Ultimately... we were like, yo, what's the way to do the business? Like, how can we, buy ourselves off of this label?
So now that the truth is out, people are now calling out Pusha T for trying to use Drake for his album rollout. Knowing that fans would show him some sympathy because UMG dropped them over Drake and Kendrick's beef, and also knowing how hip-hop fans currently feel about Drake, you can see why certain fans are not too happy with Pusha T. UMG came and told you, hey, could you please remove the line about Trump? Because we don't want any smoke with Trump right now. But then you still go on interviews to try to make this about Drake, all because you felt like, in your opinion, it was about Drake. Hey man, all I'm gonna say is that this Clips album better be fire next month. At this point, just give us the music. No more interviews, no more snippets that leak.
I sent your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again.
Just drop the album and let the music speak for itself. You now have everybody talking about this album, anticipating this album. The rollout has worked. Now it's time to deliver. Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Pusha T admitting the line was about Trump and nothing about Drake? Was this a clever rollout and marketing by Pusha T and his team? Or is this clout chasing? You guys get in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
All of the distinguished energy, distinguished taste buds, and distinguished ears for joining us tonight on the rooftop of the LV headquarters for a night for you to enjoy, you know, this music. It's an homage to the fact that we made all this music right downstairs, right on the water, and you're gonna see the Seine River is very inspiring, and what you're gonna hear tonight is from Virginia to Paris, Paris to Virginia. You're gonna hear that energy tonight. So I just want to say thank you guys again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy.